Tom, this is going to be a really crazy list this week. The number one book just hit another record-breaking sale.
Yes. 4 out of the last 5 sales for the number one on this list broke record in the last 8 days.
Which is crazy. All of the books on this list are spiking. We have 2 books on this list that came out in the last 48 hours.
Whoa. Russ, what list are you talking about?
We are talking about the Hot 10 Comics list from CBSI, comicbookinvest.com.
Thank you so much, CBSI, for getting us this list early so that we can release this video on Friday, every Friday. And without further ado, let's jump into it with number 10.
Now, number 10 is kind of a head-scratcher.
Yeah, what the heck is this?
Palookaville, number 18.
Palookaville, number 18? What?
Yeah.
What is Palookaville, Russ?
So Palookaville is a Canadian independent comic. It's by Drawn and Quarterly, and the interesting thing is that it was released in 1991, and then 1992, and then 1993. It was a yearly comic for the first 19 issues or so.
Super independent.
Absolutely. So from Drawn and Quarterly. And number 18 sold for $100.
What?
But we're seeing a lot of these other issues going for $10 to $15. Some buy it nows are higher. Some are being snapped up for a lower price than that. We couldn't really find an actual reason why this was spiking. We saw that Seth had worked with the author Lemony Snicket on a book a few years ago, and he has some new projects in the works now, but
his website's pretty bare. There's not a whole lot of stuff happening.
No.
Not a whole lot of updates, but I like seeing this make the list. It feels good to see an independent comic book that's on nobody's radar from the early 90s just spike all of a sudden.
Oh, absolutely. It's a good thing because there's always variants on this list. There's always new comics on this list. So it's great to see something that is off the beaten path.
This could be in long boxes across the country. Look out for Palookaville.
Definitely.
All right, number 9 on the list is another comic I don't think was on a lot of people's radar this week.
Edge of Spider-Geddon, number 2, the Hammer variant. Now, this book is selling for $10 to $15 right now. The really interesting thing about this book is it's not a special incentive. This was open to order.
Anyone could have gotten this.
I got 10 copies of the regular cover. I got 5 copies of this cover. And a lot of the reason why this might be spiking is because there wasn't an incentive cover, and it's just kind of a cool art.
So I actually read this book, and not only is this variant hot, the story is really good. Cover A, I think, has some potential as well, because we're seeing a new character in this comic, Addie Brock. Eddie Brock's sister.
Well, that's super cool.
It's pretty cool because this story is like superheroes in mecha suits, right? So Addie Brock is in this like Venom mecha, and it's awesome.
Okay.
But you know what my favorite part of this issue is?
I do know the favorite part of this issue. At the very end, we get to see Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham.
Hell yeah.
I love that character.
It's so I showed it to him, like, look at who this is. You're like,
Right.
wait, where's that from?
I know. That's Peter Porker is showing up in this one. Now, if you're not following CBSI on Instagram, go do it, because this book was actually mentioned on their BOLO list, their Be on the Lookout list, and they do tag CBSI BOLO, and be on the lookout because there are always good things, and they'll let you know what's happening this week and what you should be picking up off the shelves.
Yeah, make sure to link off their Instagram in the description. It's definitely coming in handy for us being at the shop, getting this little pin on our phone.
Right. We know
For
exactly
sure.
what to look for.
All right, number 8, Venom, number 3. This book was hot. We knew it was going to be hot when it hit the shelves, and the market has decided to keep it going.
Oh, yeah. First appearance of Knall. It was just kind of a cool book. A month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whenever it first came out. We've seen it on the list a few times, and we know that there is a San Diego Comic-Con variant that's only 3,000 listed. The lower priced of these have been going away, and it seems that more of these are showing up at 20 to 25. But the
San Diego Comic-Con variant. I found 2 of them at a shop today.
Okay.
$6 a piece.
Oh my God.
So they're out there. They're out there. It's got to be hunting. You got to always be hunting.
Oh,
Always on the lookout.
Crazy.
Number 7, super stoked to see this on the list. Underrated for far too long. Detective Comics 871. First Scott Snyder in Batman.
And again, we have this amazing Jock cover.
I think this right here could be the next 880.
Oh, yeah.
And it is going for 30 to 40 bucks right now.
Wow.
It's awesome. And I have to give a shout out to the next one in line, 872. come on, that gas mask cover.
It reminds me of BioShock.
It's hot.
It really does.
It does, doesn't it? It's sick. It's Jock, and it's awesome. These are 2 affordable Jock covers, $8.71 being a Scott Snyder key. Come on.
Oh, yeah. And they're both listed at $3 in Overstreet. So depending on what shop you go to, they are still listed at $3.
That's right.
Coming in at number 6, the all-new Wolverine number 20 Kirk variant. This is a 1 in 10 variant, and it's been going on eBay in the $30 to $40 range.
That Honey Badger, every time.
Well, it's cool to have Honey Badger on a cover, and this is a sweet cover. I mean, you've got, she's reading Macbeth to her, and the claw's looking kind of cool with a sword down there, and there's kind of a sword and a shield.
Yeah, it's like they match a little bit.
It's very cool. I mean, it's a good-looking cover, and just again...
It makes you happy to look at it.
It looks like a nice, sweet family moment. And you know that Honey Badger and X-23 don't always get those.
It's true.
Right?
It's true. And we are halfway through the list. Time to pay our respects and give some kudos to the success stories in the community.
Comics Forever 91 found the Rune versus Venom in a dollar bin.
We called it. This is a book that is common. It's in long boxes across the country. I'm getting tagged all the time. Happy you found it, my friend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
J. Mick 79 killing it with a nameless number 1, rumored to be a 1 in 1,000 print. It's a variant.
Oh, it's amazing. And the crazy thing is, J. Mick 79 also found 2 copies of the original Sentry and the Jack Kirby variant of Sentry. So he got a bunch of these books.
Heck yeah, man, you're killing it.
Right.
Well done, sir. Well done. And then we have Brooklyn Collectibles getting a Carnage Mind Bomb.
I've got a Daniel Bracken 32 over here as a Carnage Mind Bomb as well.
Dang it. Getting those Donny Cates keys. It's not even his book, but I'm going to call it a Donny Cates key because he single-handedly spiked that book.
Right. Donny Cates is definitely moving that book up there. Warren Ellis had nothing to do with it.
Nope. Well done. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Let's jump back into it. Russ, where are we at with number 5?
We have a book that was $4 at the beginning of this month.
Cover price, right?
And it's only been... in the last week, this has spiked because there is a first appearance cameo, potentially, of a character named Keltar, which is apparently going to be a big character in the Venomverse. Thank you again, Donny Cates, for doing all of this stuff. But Venom Space Knight number 12? I mean, thanks, Donny Cates. It's great that he's killing it, but come on, from cover price to
$20 to $30.
Just amazing. And Venom Space Knight did not sell. It was not a popular title. I had people who bought the first 3 issues and stopped it. And it's not that it was written poorly, and it's not that it was a bad story. It's that nobody wanted to see Venom as part of the Nova Corps.
Right.
They just kind of wanted Venom to be anti-hero or anti-villain or villain or whatever he ends up being.
And I appreciate that CBSI mentioned that the number 11 variant could have made this list as well. It's a gorgeous Venom cover too.
Oh, it definitely is. But the 1 in 25 of that is going to be selling for much, much more. So affordable key, it's going to be out there, and you'll find it in bins because it was cover price at the beginning of the month. Not everyone is watching the fast curve on this.
First Host. It's a hot character. And speaking of the First Host, it brings us to number 4.
Venom First Host number 1, the 1 in 25 Reese variant. Now, this one has been going for $30 to $40 this week. And we actually got a heads up about this a few weeks ago because of the potential. And then we got another one. The BOLO list had this on there as the 1 in 25 variant. Watch for this. We happen to have one for our giveaway this week.
That's right, because we do a giveaway every week in our Friday video. If you like, if you subscribe, and if you comment down below. Did any of these spike for you? Did you have any hunting successes? Let us know in the comments.
That's totally cool. And I upped my order just to be able to get the 1 in 25, figuring I'd be able to give this out to our YouTube subscribers and our YouTube family. Again, this book is going to go out to one of you, so make sure you like and subscribe.
I walked into your shop today and you're like, yo, I really hope this made the list because it's so cool, and I think it's going to because it's hot.
Right, and I texted you yesterday going, Tom, this is going to be on the list, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I'm like, oh, probably, man. That's gorgeous.
So the fact that it came in at number 4, this is a book. We knew it was going to be hot, blowing the doors off. I was watching these going on eBay yesterday, starting out 15 buy it now, 20 buy it now, 25 buy it now.
Keeps climbing.
40, 50. There's a 75 up there. There's a Fast Track 9.8 at over 100 up there. I mean, this is a hot book. And again, if the character Keltar ends up really being something big, and you know it's going to be because Donny Cates is making all these books related to each other. Yeah, it's going to continue to climb.
Coming in at number 3, another low print Spawn getting some love. Spawn number 189, the black and white variant. Now this is hitting a very, very high raw sale of $650.
Oh my God.
$650 freaking dollars
For a
man.
Spawn comic.
Yes, for a Spawn comic.
You
Oh, no. I haven't even finished yet. I haven't even finished because that $650 is for a VF, okay? A 9.8 went for $1,700. The last two 9.8 sales were $850 and $1,100. Are you guys buying Spawn yet?
graded 9
Get your Spawns, get your number ones, go get your barcode variants.
graded 9/8 of error prints are worth less than that. You can get recalled versions of that. And the fact that we have a book that was readily available on the shelf, right?
Over $1,000 at 9.8.
Most collections that come into the Spawn
Yeah,
have like 1 through 24 and nothing.
right. It's
I
always
get that
first,
constantly.
Yeah, without 9.
A bunch of but a bunch of people came in and they started and they bought number 1 and they bought number 2 and they bought number 3, and then it kind of got to the point where after 2 years and people were giving up, and a lot of comic
Right.
shops were being. Then we went from the print run being massive to less and less and less,
Yep.
and then kind of McFarlane faded away, and you had Capullo coming in and doing stuff. But I mean, anything after 100 is just low print run, and then you get to this because it's had a resurgence in the past 4 or 5 years. We have more people buying Spawn. Todd McFarlane has come back and is doing more Spawn stuff, so it's good to be able to see it having a resurgence. We're about to hit issue number 300. It's a fantastic thing, but there are just these low print run Spawn books. If you can find a shop that has a ton of these, pick them up.
Pick 'em up.
Every single one of them.
And the movie hasn't even come out yet. So let's
Oh
just
my-
wait and see what happens.
Right?
Number 2 on the list, a book. We got excited last week when first Silver Surfer FF48 hit the list.
Yeah.
I'm just as excited to see this hit the list at number 2.
I have never been able to own one of these books.
You've never had one?
Oh, no, sorry. I have never been able to hold on to one of these books
I was gonna say.
longer than 6 hours.
Yep.
This is one of those deals that I have 5 people on a waiting list for. Tomb of Dracula number 10.
Hell yeah, Blade. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, Blade. Let's not have Wesley Snipes do
No,
Blade.
no.
Can we have
Bad
anyone
news.
else?
No good. No.
It's
none.
the comic is great. I like the character. Why don't we make Blade a Netflix series and have, I don't know, J. Michael White or someone else who's actually a good martial
Heck
artist do it?
Wesley Snipes is too old. They can't make the last 3 films. They can't just add those into the MCU. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's not going to work. And
Ron
if anything-
Perlman won't come and be the bad guy anymore.
Nope,
you know?
that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It won't be good, and it's only going to like further delay a hit character in the making.
But that being said, we're seeing a 7.0 went for $450.
That's
This
record
is the
right there.
highest we've seen, and they are creeping up and up and up. Again, it's a cool character. One of my friends, shout out to Jeff Itkin, the first time I ever had the opportunity to hold one of these in my hand, he's like, oh, I got this book, but it's kind of sad. And I'm like, why? And he says, hold it up to the light. And I looked at it, and you could very clearly tell that someone had done their algebra homework on the, and the book just had this like line and cosine and all of this other like math computations on it. It's a gorgeous book otherwise, but just someone doing their algebra.
I hate that. It's like it's strange. Like that's not the first time I've seen that. I've seen that. I've had many comics have
people
like
who like
random writing on
I'm
it.
gonna just hold this book up and write something on top of it.
Now
'cause
this
a-
pen isn't working. I
'cause
better.
a comic book is what I need to write on.
Oh,
But
damn. All right. Well,
First
number
Blade,
1.
pick it up.
Number 1. All right. This is it right here, guys. This is a record right here. We have a couple records on this list, so that's pretty cool.
It's good.
You know, going from Palookaville to number 1 on the list, Edge of Spideyverse. Number 2, the Land variant.
I wasn't even aware that there was a variant of this book, and it was only a 1 in 25 variant. A lot of people weren't buying these. I only got 10 copies of this originally, and this Land variant,
Who is this? This is a key appearance.
yeah, it's that Spider-Gwen
I hear
girl.
she's pretty cool.
I hear she's got a new series coming out a little bit later this year. The
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider.
With Shannon McGuire, my homie. Shout out.
Should be
We're
pretty
so
cool.
proud of you.
We're really
Shannon.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. She's going to be at MillGeek.
She will be at MillGeek. Yes, absolutely. We're going to get that all sorted out. But 4 of the 5 highest sales have been recorded in the last 8 days for this 1 in 25 variant. What's the highest one, Tom?
All right, guys. You guys ready for this? Coming in at 9.8, recent sale, $3,400. Modern book, slabbed at 9.8.
This book is less than 5 years old.
That's crazy.
Spider-Gwen's a cool character. Again, these variants, 1 in 25 variants, when you have a lot of comic stores that aren't buying to get the variants, but
holy smokes. I showed that to you. You're like, your jaw dropped, man.
I know, and then I went and looked at eBay over your shoulder, and there were like 10 of them listed between like $2,100 and $3,600, and I'm like, what do you do?
I hope someone finds one this week.
I hope someone finds a dollar bin.
I really hope someone does. All right. And that winds up our list. Thank you so much for watching. And before we finish, we do have a winner from last week's video for this Green Lantern issue number 20, first appearance of Jessica Cruz. And our winner being Catrin Figures.
And that's super cool because, you know, she has a YouTube channel. She has a weekly pull list. She does reviews. And honestly, you should go check her out.
Heck yeah, I'll put her link in the description as well.
Very, very cool. Again, thank you so much to you. And as always, thanks again to CBSI, comicbookinvest.com for getting us this list. We really appreciate you. Finally, like and subscribe. Make sure you comment down below to get entered into the drawing for this. We will be giving this one away next week on our Hot 10 list next week. And as always, geek responsibly.
Enough said. Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to this guy for making this video happen today after all the technical difficulties. Remember, you can go to geekstreet101.com to sign up for the mystery mail call, join the community, and shout out to all the new community members. We're growing. Woo!